Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? Hemant Samtani here from BarMax, Sydney, Australia. I got another cocktail for you. This time, I'm going to be doing two in one video because they're the same name cocktail. Martini is the cocktail we're doing today, but we're going to do two different varieties. In my big, what's this called? This is a big oversized martini glass, and this is a smaller fancy stem glass. That one we're going to be doing the gin martini with a lemon twist, and this one we're going to be doing a vodka martini with olives. So two different ones for you in the same video. Here at BarMax we like to give you quality and also a little bit extra, you know what I mean? Anyway, so let's get into it. First things first, vermouth in our glass. Just a little splash. Just a little splash. There you go. And then you must ice up your glass. Not all the way. Ooh, and I'm going to do one at a time just so that we get an idea of what we're doing. So that one is our vodka martini with olives, and we've got the vermouth, we've got the ice. What you need to do now is you need to swirl it around. So what swirling is, hold your glass by the stem, press down, and move so that the ice and the vermouth swirls in the glass and gives you a coating of vermouth on the inside of the glass. Right? There you go. Swirl, swirl, swirl. And you've got to be gentle with it, or else it's going to fly out and make you look like a retard. And you don't want that. There you go. Good. Now, for this one, I'm going to show you something that bartenders will do and also customers will ask for. So I've left my vermouth in there. What I can do at this point is I can go like that. I've put the vermouth and the ice into my mixing tin. Now I'm doing this to illustrate that this is now going to be a wet style martini. The more vermouth you put in the drink, the wetter it becomes. Okay? Now, ice it up. And then vodka. 1, 2, 3. Pour it in. 3, pour it in. Now, another thing, these glasses tend to be of the oversized variety. So if I use that and poured it in there, it's not going to look full. So I'm going to give you just an extra 15 ml. There you go. Alright? Now, the stir. Martinis are such that when you start talking about shaking and stirring and all this stuff that you hear in movies and James Bond, Ian Fleming type of stuff, it's not really that accurate. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you the classic way to make it. Now, you put your ice in and you just stir it down gently. What this does, this is going to just cool your alcohol that you have in there. When you start shaking things vigorously on ice with the shaking tin and the mixing glass and all that lovely stuff, what you're actually doing is you're actually introducing oxidation. Oxidation means small little oxygen bubbles, and also that causes your booze to get, it's called bruising. You bruise your gin, you bruise your vodka. And some people, especially purists in the world of alcohol, they say that bruising affects the texture of the alcohol. This is why martinis, they are supposed to be stirred. So you're just going to stir it down gently, 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 not too vigorously. You just want a little bit of dilution there. You're really focusing on cooling. That's what you're doing. That one's done. Now you can do your pour. Hawthorne strainer again, this little trusty little thing, the spring. Spring goes down, and you're going to use a tea strainer because I don't want any little pieces of ice in my drink. And then you just simply pour. When you pour, you will notice that there's a velvety texture to your alcohol when it comes out. It looks a lot smoother when it pours. That's one of the nice things about a martini. It's very nice on your tongue because it's very smooth. There you go. And then, because I want some olives in here, I've got my little trusty olives I bought from the supermarket. And I've got a nice little skewer over here. My elongated bar spoon, stick it in there. Gotta fight with this one a little bit. Let it out. Give them a little stab. And another thing you'll find in Martini land is that your garnishing and your olives always comes in an order of odds. So if you get a Martini, you're usually going to be asked for 3 olives, 1 olive, or 5 olives. For this one, I'm going to do 3. Beautiful. Just stick it in there just like that. Now that is your wet vodka martini. So let's carry on. Let's finish our gin martini. Put that one back. Goes there. Beautiful. So I've already got my vermouth in that glass. So now, same as before, I need to ice it up. There you go. Then I need to swirl. Swirling it down, getting a nice coating of that vermouth, and also chilling down the glass, getting the glass nice and cold. Swirl, swirl, swirl. Now that's nice, I like that. Now here's the difference between this one, the vodka one, and the gin one. What I'm going to do with that now is I'm going to throw that away. That's gone. Now what we're getting into now is a dry martini preparation. Dry martini, here we go. Ice up my glass, and then, just because, again, it's a larger style glass, we're going to get 2.5 shots of a good gin. Golden gin is a good gin. There you go. Stick it in there. Again, elongated bar spoon, stick inside, and swirling around the ice, just looking for cooling here, not looking for dilution again. Not looking for dilution. You're going to get a little bit, but not much. Stir it down, stir it down, stir it down. Beautiful. You will notice that I'm making these preparations inside of the tin. The tin, there's a scientific reason behind this. The conductivity of heat transfer through the tin is less. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get your alcohol to get cold, which is why I'm using the tin in this instance. And then, after all that's done, gently pour again. There you go. Leave my apparatus over there. Now, that one is with a lemon, a gin martini. So let's cut down a lemon. We're going to be getting the skin of the lemon and trying not to incorporate too much of the pith. Now when I say pith, what I mean is the inside part. I don't want any of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go in here and do a little bit of surgery by cutting off that excess pith, because I don't want that in there. That's going to add a very bitter flavor to my drink. I don't want the bitter flavor. What I do want though is the aroma of the lemon. Big difference. Nice little cut there. Cut it down. Nice little cut there. Make the lemon look as pretty as you possibly can. There you go. There you go. So now I've got a cut on each side, making it angled and slanted so it looks kind of nice. I still got too much of that pith there, so let's go in and cut it again. Good. And then what you do now, you take your lemon and you twist while trying to get some of that nice juice off of the skin, and you try and squeeze it off the twist into the drink. So you've twisted it and then you start squeezing. Now be careful with the lemon, because if you squeeze too hard you're going to break it. Twist, pull a little bit. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to happen. Then just drop it right in. There you go. Now, so in review of these two drinks, which are both the same drink called the Martini, we have two different ones. Vodka Martini, wet with olives. One on this side, the fancy stem glass. Gin Martini, dry with a lemon twist. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching this video again. Remember, BarMax Australia, we have the cocktail course. Please come down and have yourself a good time. It's a good night. I would advise you to leave the car at home. You don't want to bring the car because you want to come out and enjoy yourself, have a couple of drinks with your friends. and also learn something. Anyway, enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. The Gin Martini and the Vodka Martini. There you go. Thank you very much. See you next time.